Okay, we've got one more minute before we get started. And we wrap up the week. So I hope you guys feel like you're climbing up the mountain this week and that this week is better than last week. And last week was better than the week before. And the week before that was better than the week before that. You know what I'm saying? All righty. So as soon as the clock goes bing, we will get started. Bing. Okay. Welcome everybody to another Power Half Hour. So yesterday we declared a goal and we reached out to 6 levels of our active upline and told them what we are going to accomplish from now and 4th of July. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pick one of those people in our active upline and we are going to ask them to make 3-way phone calls with us. We're going to book a half an hour with them and we're going to call. You're going to make a list of people that you're going to call on your team, and your active upline is going to tell them what you're going to do. And they're going to ask if that person wants to play or not, because the only way that you can accomplish your goal is to help other people on your team accomplish their goals. And so what we're really looking for is clarity. So you just want to know if they're in, they want a piece of the action, or they're out. Okay. And you're going to go through that list, boom, 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 boom. And when they say they're in, then you say, okay, what do you want to accomplish on or before 4th of July, 2021? And they tell you their goal. You know, I want to be bronze. I want to be director 700. I want to be a steady director 300. I want to be diamond, whatever they say. And you say, okay, great. You write that down. And then you ask them, you're not going to do any of the talking. The caller ID is going to come up with your upline's name on the caller ID, not your name. You're going to be on the 3-way with them, but you're just going to be listening. And the upline is going to say, okay, Benita has declared she's going to be a solid bronze on or before 4th of July, 2021. And so we're just calling you to see if you'd like to be a part of that. The only way Benita can reach her goals is if people on her team move their business to the next level. So we're just wanting to know, is that something that you want a part of? And they either say yes or they say no. And you say, okay, where would you like your business to be by 4th of July this year? And they're going to tell you, and you're going to say, excellent, write it down. And then they're going to ask them 2 questions. The first question is, what are you going to do to celebrate? So once you accomplish your goal, what are you going to do to celebrate? And number 2, what are you going to do with the money? So an average director 300 makes this much a month. The average director 700 makes this much a month. You can look at the income disclosure sheet and see what those numbers are. So let's just say somebody's going bronze. So what are you going to do with that extra $2,000 a month? And then let them tell you. Okay. And then make sure that they have that on their vision board very specifically. Okay. The way they want to celebrate and what they're going to spend the money on. Okay. And then you're going to call the next person and the next person and the next person. And by the end of the half hour, you're going to have a much better idea who on your team wants to be a part of that whole effort and who on your team doesn't want to be a whole, part of that effort. Okay. So we're not looking to twist anybody's arms. We're just looking for clarity. Okay. So, that's all I've got to say. So we're going to meet at 25 after the hour. So go ahead and reach out to somebody in your upline, and then you can give them the list with the phone numbers, and you have to book a half an hour with them. So see when they're available for a straight half an hour. And then in that half an hour, you're going to make as many phone calls as possible. All right. See you at 9:25. Okay, guys, sorry, I never even stopped the recording. So I guess we're going to Facebook Live the whole working and everything today. Anyway, did you guys get a hold of your somebody in your upline? Did you book your half an hour? And do you have some time scheduled to reach out to your team and see if they are in or out as far as working towards their goals by 4th of July? Anybody? I know
Hey,
Beatrice is
this is
working on it
Dan.
right now. Hey, Dennis, did you reach out to anybody?
I did. I called one of my two targets for the 4th of July, and she is all in. Made an appointment for tomorrow afternoon. She and I and Julie, we're going to, three of us, team up on this project and start that ball rolling. So she's excited.
Okay, so she's a prospect that would be a potential one of those bronze that you're looking to develop between now and then.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
it's a little different from the rest of them, but yeah, she's all in. And I've got two more that I'm going to try to line up. So got three going. So at least two will make it and one may not. So we got one spare.
There you go. Good for you. Good for you. Who else? Did anybody else reach out to their upline and book an appointment to make calls to their downline, to your downline?
I try. It's hard not to cry. I'm so happy. Okay, I can't talk.
I'm glad they're happy tears though. We'll give Harrison a chance while you're,
Okay.
yeah, while you're, I know, I'm sorry. Harrison, go ahead.
Yes, I did reach out to my upline and we're going to be doing that. Made a couple of, reached out to a couple of people that I have on my prospect list as well.
Mhm.
So this is really great. I really appreciate this, Cindy. I mean, this is concrete, it's focused, it's, you know, it's moving forward and it's beautiful. Thank you.
Good. Absolutely great. Anybody else want to share? All right. Well, I've got an appointment today for a half an hour with Tammy to make phone calls to our downline. I've already sent her. I think I have 50 names on a list to reach out to. So very exciting, very exciting. So we're not going to get to all 50 names today. We'll probably get to a handful of them, but we'll book another half hour and we'll continue to do this until we have clarity, and then we'll work hard to help those people accomplish their goals. And while we help them accomplish their goals, we'll accomplish ours. Go ahead, Deb.
Yes. You know, I need to wake up some downline. You know, many of them have just dropped off, and I realize that's part of probably leadership that, but then, you know, there's just lots of things going on in everybody's life, and everybody seems to have a reason not to. So it's not a matter of sometimes trying to, like they say, raise the dead, but go find a new horse to ride, I guess. You know?
Yep. Well, and sometimes when, you know, just asking a direct question, you'll get a direct answer. And if the direct answer is, listen, I've got too much on my plate right now, then, you're very clear that that's not somebody you're going to be spending time with. So it's fine. You're not looking to try to resurrect the dead. You're just looking for clarity. You know, are you in or you out? Some people, because of COVID, their situation has totally changed. Where they were, a year ago is not where they are now. And, the longer that COVID goes on, the more twisted people's lives become, and the more of a beneficial thing having a SIA in your back pocket is. So, if we didn't appreciate it before, people are really beginning to appreciate having their hands on a SIA now.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Anybody else before we wrap it up today?
I got a hold of, we're texting, but at least we're texting someone in my upline that, anyway, it's really, 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 really great. And anyway, and I wanted to ask, are we supposed to have our list made already when we talk to them about who, who we want to contact?
Well, you book your half an hour, and then before you do your half an hour with them, they have to have a list because they're
Right.
going to initiate the call. You're already going to be on the call with them, but they're going to initiate the call to your downline so that on the caller ID, their name shows up, not your name. Okay, and they're going to initiate the conversation. They're going to be the A in the conversation with the C, and you're going to play the role of the B, and your role is to be quiet. Okay. All righty, guys. Well, listen, have an incredible weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.
Thank
God
you.
bless you, Cindy.